Copilot for Microsoft 365 combines the power of large language models, or LLMs, with the user data in Microsoft Graph and Microsoft 365 apps to turn words into the most powerful productivity tool. Copilot inherits your organization's security, compliance, and privacy policies for Microsoft 365. Data is managed in line with our current commitments. While Copilot takes productivity to a whole new level, it's important to note that Copilot is a shared cloud service, just like SharePoint or Exchange, and we protect your data at multiple levels with the time-tested measures you trust. Let's take a look at what a typical cloud service is and review the concept of a tenant to understand how your data has been protected in the cloud infrastructure using Microsoft 365 services, including Copilot for Microsoft 365. One of the primary benefits of cloud computing is the concept of a shared common infrastructure across numerous customers simultaneously, leading to economies of scale. Microsoft works continuously to ensure that the multi-tenant architectures of our cloud services support enterprise-level security, confidentiality, privacy, integrity, and availability standards. Microsoft Cloud Services were designed with the assumption that all tenants are potentially hostile to all other tenants, and we have implemented security measures to prevent the actions of one tenant from affecting the security or service of another tenant or accessing the content of another tenant. The tenant is the key to how your data is protected. Microsoft 365 Tenant is a logically isolated construct within Microsoft 365 that defines the default location for storing your organization's data. This default location for your organization's data is specified when you create the tenant for your organization. Each Microsoft 365 tenant is distinct, unique, and separate from all other Microsoft 365 tenants. Data stored in a tenant is encrypted at rest and only available to the users within the tenant. Microsoft does not have standing access to customer data. Like other Microsoft 365 services, Copilot follows the processes and policies of tenant management for Microsoft 365 and is governed by the Microsoft 365 isolation controls. Within the Microsoft 365 service boundary and across the individual Microsoft 365 customer tenants, Microsoft makes commitments to security, privacy, GDPR, data location, and compliance. Copilot is built on top of these commitments. For services like Copilot within the Microsoft 365 service boundary, Microsoft uses the platform and infrastructure components from Azure in a compliant manner. Built upon the long-standing trust earned by Microsoft 365, Copilot stands as a testament to our commitment to security and reliability. Using Azure OpenAI services for processing, Copilot is governed by the product terms. Copilot for Microsoft 365's security, compliance, and privacy policies are built on the same foundation of trust as Microsoft 365. You can learn more about how Copilot for Microsoft 365 and how the cloud can transform your organization at aka.ms/M365 Copilot Docs.